the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Phins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel as well. This stream is being powered by BetUS. Receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 using the link in the description of the video and pinned at the top of the chat. If you're looking for a sports book, check out BetUS, but make sure that you do gamble responsibly. If you do have a problem with gambling, reach out for the proper resources, which BetUS has, or reach out to myself and I can steer you in the proper direction. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, BetUS online sportsbook and casino. If you're not used to the website, here it is right here. They have the sports book, the live betting, the casino, the race book, promotions, and BetUS TV as well. And for those who don't know, BetUS TV hosts your boy himself truly, TD Phins, Richie Malura, and Dan Mitchell on the Huddle Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So come check us out. All right. So the website isn't just the casino, it has the sports book. It also has the Bet US TV. All right. So if you're looking for a sports book, supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel Bet US. All right, man. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this. First and foremost, some house business. Want to take care of some house business first. Y'all hit the like button. Punch the like button. We got to start out with the house business. All right. We got to hit the like button. Everybody, I'm calling for everybody to hit the like button. Why? Because I have not been live in 7 days. And when you don't go live in 7 days, you get no notification love. You get very minimal notification love, and it's for those people who always show up. Okay. But there's a lot of people. Football is back. I might be expecting a week of low viewership because of it, but that's how the algorithm works. But if you punch that like button, it'll spread it out to everybody and let them know, hey, TD's back. TD's back. Where has TD been? TD's been gone. TD's been gone for 7 days. Last week, your boy got what everybody in the house got. I got what everybody in the house got. And my younger two sons, they had pneumonia. My 12-year-old was sick as well. And next thing you know, your boy got hit with it as well. So I've been battling pneumonia. Good thing it didn't get like badly infected to be like septic and all of that stuff, but I'm good. Well, I'll say I'm 92% now. Chest pains are gone because I used to cough and you just feel the pain in your chest and in your lungs and stuff. You feel it. And yesterday morning I was blessed to wake up, cough, and man, okay, the chest pain is gone. So I'm over that part. But now I just gotta finish clearing, mucus and a little cough. So I'm on the better side. I told myself this is gonna be a long football season. I'm not going live. Only lives I'm going to do are the contractual obligations I have. So, I was on the Huddle every day. I was on Bleacher Report when I needed to. Those are the contractual obligations that I wanted to save myself for. All right. And I think it was a smart decision because now I feel like I'm over 90%. I just got a little sniffles and stuff. Dry sniffles too. Nothing. I mean, I wish it was something so I could, but dry sniffles and just getting over that last little piece over the next 2 days, I'm hopeful, and I should be good, man. But I'm glad I'm on the better side of things now, and here we are about to unload the season. So what have I been doing, while I haven't been live? I've been sitting back. I've been sitting back and scoping the scene, I've been sitting back scoping the scene. What's been going on out here in these streets? Oh, man. This Dolphin injury report. That's what's been going on out here in these streets. This Dolphin injury report. That's what's been going on out here in these streets, man. What's up with Jaylen Ramsey? What's up with Jaylen Ramsey, man? That is a major concern. Oh, I'm hopeful he's going to play. I'm hopeful that he's going to play. I believe he should. What's up with that, man? We banged up more than they want to let on to believe. We are banged up, ladies and gentlemen, much more than they want us to believe. Tyreek and everybody's banged up starting the freaking season. Starting the season, they're all banged up. But I'm really on this Ramsey train. He didn't practice today either. Fuller's banged up too, but I believe he's practicing. We need Ramsey versus the Jags, y'all. If Ramsey doesn't play versus the Jags, I actually might change my prediction. We're going to win this game. I'm optimistic that we're going to win this game. We better win this game. We gotta win this game. Do you like people like this? What like people don't understand if we don't win this game? Do you know what that means? Now I know for some people, if we don't win this game, it just means it's week 1. It's still early, like y'all tell me every year. Like, we gotta win this game. It's like week 1 is a must win. Sam Skeet in the house. He said, have faith, TD. I do. I have faith. I believe we're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. But man, oh man, we better win this game. We better win this game. It's just not a joke. And if Ramsey is able, and you know what? Here's what's bothering me too. It ain't even the fact of if he's able to go. If he does go, that makes me feel like he ain't even 100%. He's just going because he's just, fighting through it. He's fighting through it. Negative mind, negative life. Positive mind, positive life. Well, you know what? I actually believe in that theory in your own individual lives. But when you're talking about external factors and other things, I don't believe in that. I only feel like you can will and be positive to get positive results on the things that you can control. The things that you can't control, you might as well keep it 100, because you're looking at the biggest Miami Dolphin fan of all time for about 15 years. There wouldn't a negative word ever came out of my mouth. And where did that get us? The most, matter of fact, I could say that to any one of y'all. I could say that to any one of y'all because it's true. And whoever is out there that speaks positivity over the Dolphins and feel like that makes the difference, where did it get you? What difference has it made? What difference has it truly made? So I don't believe in that anymore. The only time I believe that is in my own personal life with things that I can control, not the external factors of how the Dolphins are going to do this year. Oh, I'm going to be optimistic and believe we're going to win because I see. Okay, yeah, I owe it to y'all, and I always give y'all my real raw. I give y'all my real raw belief. The Dolphins should win this Jags game. But my honest opinion, my honest feeling, I am terrified. I am terrified of not winning, because if we don't, it's going to tell me all I need to know. And I don't want to know that in week 1. I don't want to know that in week 1. That's what's bothering me deep down inside. We should win this game. And I believe we are going to win this game. But if we don't, it's going to hurt me so bad, because it's going to tell me all I need to know. Right off rip. And the only thing that will be able to recover that is beating Buffalo next week. But then it gets worse with my stress because it's Buffalo. So that's my that's how I truly feel. We should win this game. We're the better team. But this Ramsey situation bothers me, because I feel like Ramsey in this game is a game-altering situation. He is a game-altering situation, in my opinion. And if he's unable to go, that could tip the balance a little bit. But I'm already skeptical at the single fact that even if he goes, at this point, he's not going to be 100%. The man ain't even practicing on a Thursday, y'all. He's not practicing on a Thursday. All we can do is hope that he's on that field tomorrow, even if it says limited. That's all we can hope. But for him to not even be practicing, that's concerning. Or do you take the more safe approach and say, I don't care, sit him down anyway? Because the long term is more valuable than the trying to fight through now and making it worse. What will they do? And McDaniel walk around here, I'm hopeful. I have faith that he'll be able to play and stuff like that. All I know, no matter what happened going into this Jacksonville Jaguars game, the Miami Dolphins better get a W in week 1. To me, the Jacksonville Jaguars are that playoff cuff team, in or out, wild card, right there. What are they going to be? That's who they are. Is Jaylen out? No, I don't think he's out. I just think he's been out of practice, but I'm hoping that he's not out for the game. There's optimism that he may play. He'll play in the game, but we'll see how that goes. Let me see. Is this the updated? I just want to see if they drop the updated injury report, because they drop it each day. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm reading right now. I'm hopeful. I say prayers every night and talk to God. Dolphins DC Anthony Weaver said when asked if he'll have Jaylen Ramsey for the Jaguars game. We have to be smart and cognitive that we do have 2 games in 5 days. Oh, that's not good. He's hopeful, but they got to be smart and cognizant and think about the fact they got 2 games in 5 days, which is true too. You put him out there, he get banged up even more, and he definitely ain't going to be ready for the Buffalo game. I'm hopeful. I say prayers every night and talk to God. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, we going to be all right, though. All I know is we better win. We better win. No matter what. No matter what happens, we got to win. All right. Injury bug again. We're opening the season with some issues. See, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that is the scary part. It's like we got like Jenga happening this year. We open the season with issues, injury-wise, right? And then injuries happen. Injuries happen. But let me say this about Jaylen Ramsey's hamstring. This is a serious injury for him, and let me tell you why. It's been 3.5 weeks now, maybe even 4. This goes all the way back to the first week of August when I was at training camp. And you saw some people report, but it was not a big deal because he was practicing. And he has on like the compression sleeves, but for the legs and all of that, he got on he had on that gear that you want to keep it tight or hold it together. And we were like, we're not going to make much of it because he's out here. He's out here. Matter of fact, he's practicing a little. Oh, he's not practicing now. He's limited, or they're just doing this from a vet rest thing. And he's been literally, I guess, dealing with it, but we never talked about it because nobody really knew. And now they officially have to release the thing, and now it's a hamstring, but that means it probably got worse because he was doing more then than he doing now. And that's the issue, that it probably was getting worse. He should have been shut down. He should have, and he was technically shut down, but you saw him out there and stuff. Now, no Ramsey. He nowhere to be found. Omar said he saw Ramsey wanting to practice and the team staff forced him off the field. Yeah, he could want to go, but at what risk? And I hope they're not being dumb saying, no, you're not going to practice. You're just going to play in the game. We don't want to take that chance. You make the risk of him making it worse even greater. You got to, if you can't just sit for several days and then bam, put it on. Like, I don't know what you think. We shall see. And I mean, I'm even thinking about Jaylen Phillips. He's on a limited basis. What kind of role is he going to play in week one? Is he all 100%, 85% of the snaps a go? Or are we talking about 40 to 50%? Or are we talking about packages and 30% to rev them up to game speed? You know, which one of those is it too? We don't talk about that enough. Jaylen Phillips is a question as well in this whole situation. Shout out to those who are donating to the channel. God's Child. Let me see here. Say, I knows it happens, but do we need better trainers? No, I don't think this is a trainer thing. And now, don't get me wrong, we've been dealing with this for years. I remember several years back, we were like, we just need better trainers. We're always hurt. This is the NFL. Here's the problem with the Dolphins. It's not better trainers. It's not the system they're running. When you start your season with a roster with 30% of injury-prone players, well, let me say 40, 50% of injury history players, then the other 50% of players that don't get injured, about 15% of them are going to get injured because it's natural. Plus, you got a higher probability of the other 50%, half of them going to repeat an injury. So that's the problem with the Dolphins. Everybody injuries are happening at the same rate. It's like if a player never got hurt, everybody across the league, about 15% of them going to get hurt this year, 10% or something. But when you look at the statistics for players that have pre-existing injuries, that number goes to 25 to 30% are going to re-injure themselves. So when you start your season with players that have a history already, more than any other team, then you're like, the odds are you're going to have more injury issues. You're always going to be like, oh, the only reason because we were hurt. Yes, you run that risk at a higher risk. You have a higher risk of it. Feed the youth, TD. Yeah, and this is where people get mad at me for telling the truth. Because you won't have this issue if Chris Greer hit on a lot of those young picks. Y'all don't get it, do you? This is why I always bring this up. This is the core issue of this team. We don't draft well. People think this means you draft well. Well, we drafted Laremy Tunsil. We drafted Jaylen Waddle. We drafted Austin Jackson. We drafted Xavier Howard. We drafted Javon Holland. We drafted Waddle. Those are all great players. Yes, we drafted them. When you get your core of great players that you draft, that has nothing to do with the category of if you draft well. Drafting well is determined by, can you replace your great players with great players in the draft? Not the first group of players you get. The first group of players you get in the draft, oh, okay, good job. You got your first round. You got a whole bunch of great players, right? In 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, you got you a plethora of good players. Robert Hunt, Christian Wilkins, right? Okay, the first step is complete of drafting well. But in order to be known as a good drafting team, how many of them did you replace with the starter? Can you tell me what great player on this roster right now we replaced with the great player to save money and keep the engine moving? Can you tell me one great player on this roster right now that we replaced with a great player? that we use them to replace a great player we already had. Please fill me in. Jaylen Wright, we hope so. Again, he's unproven. We're very high on him. Let's remember that when we talk about rookies. Don't do that. Christian Wilkins, who did we replace him with? Who did we replace Christian Wilkins with? Jaylen Waddle? No, we didn't. We went through several years with Devontae Parker and that Camarillo and man, y'all know what I'm talking about. We went through several years at the Landry without a great receiver. We're talking about you brought the replacement in the building while they were there, and they end up replacing them. You can't name them on the roster. A-Chain and Mostert, where the replacement? That's just your two-headed monsters. That's your two-headed monsters, and you didn't draft Mostert to begin with. Just say nobody. The answer is nobody, y'all. The true answer. The person that been here has to have been drafted by us, and the replacement had to have been drafted by us. We got a roster of nobody. This is insane. Nobody. That's the problem. Can you imagine if you actually hit on some of those, how much money we would have, how loaded we would be? We wouldn't be talking about injuries. Christian Wilkins would still be here. Robert Hunt would still be. See, all y'all talk about, yeah, but we couldn't afford them anyway. Y'all don't realize why? All you got to do is hit on a few of those picks to replace stars, and you're not worried about losing Christian Wilkins. You're not worried about losing Robert Hunt. Or you at least got the money to re-sign him, because y'all don't realize we never wanted to pay Xavier Howard again. Remember, we took it to the last minute when he was holding in. I want my money. We didn't want to pay him. We had Noah Igbenogany, and we were like, he was supposed to replace him, but he's no good. We failed. So now we got to pay X. We were supposed to move on from X and have Igbenogany and Byron Jones right now. And then they added insult to injury. Byron Jones got hurt. Oh, now we definitely got to keep X. And now we're going to move on from Noah, and we're going to go get Cam Smith. And now Cam Smith is headed in that direction. Like, we held on to Xavier Howard way longer than we should have. The only reason we did is because we couldn't replace him. We kept failing. Same thing at the tight end position. We want to move on from Gesicki. We don't want to pay all that money. Let's go get a tight end. They went and got a tight end in the draft. I forgot his name, man. And it didn't work out. Then, oh, man, we got to franchise Gesicki because we didn't find a replacement. All right, franchise Gesicki and go get Hunter Long. All right, Hunter Long can be the future. No, that ain't working out. Ended up trading him. And now we move on from Gesicki, and we're like, we don't have a tight end. Well, we might as well let's go get Julian Hill. Well, that's, it ain't the best. So we're going to get Julian Hill, and now we need to go get Jonnu Smith. We keep having to buy the position because we can't draft it. Look at the linebacker position. We don't want to have to pay Jerome Baker, but we don't have anything else. Let's go get a linebacker. Nothing we were bringing in working. We would try Sammy Guavin, this and that and this. We got to keep on going with Baker. Then we go David Long and everybody else. He's still here, but okay, we moved on from Baker. But we still ain't draft well. Channing Tindall ain't work out. He was supposed to replace him and be the future. It ain't working out, so now we got to go get Brooks and the other guy. It's all over our roster where we failed trying to replace the stars to save money, and we had to go spend more money. It's all over the roster. This is the name of the game. Do you draft well? Why do you think Belichick and them Patriots were so successful? Look at them rosters top to bottom. They weren't superior. They spent the least amount of money in the NFL over a 10-year stretch on the offensive line. Why? Because in a player's third year, they become great on the O-line, and all of a sudden Bill Belichick draft a replacement to sit behind them for 1 year or two, depending on their development. And as soon as it come time for them to get paid, Bill shake their hand and said, thank you for your services. And thank you for helping develop the replacement. The replacement come in, oh, he ain't as good. Oh, they make it work. They keep it rolling. That's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the game. Oh, my gosh. That's the issue with the Miami Dolphins, man. All right, let me see. Y'all's D-line in shambles now, Jaylen. Week 2 can't come sooner. Go Bills. Here we go. Here we go. Man, listen. D-line's going to be all right. The rotation will be all right. We'll bend, but don't break. That's the goal. Well, at least I hope so. I hope it goes down that way. Time will tell. Tom said, chill out. Season hasn't started yet, man. Settle down. Man, y'all so predictable. Like now I look for that stuff. I'll be like, yeah, this is the season where they can be like, TD, this and that. Why, like literally, some of y'all really just hear me out sometimes. We know that the season ain't started. We know that the sky is the limit. We can go 17-0, 20-0, and win a Super Bowl. Hooray. Hooray. But somebody asked the question, but do we need better trainers? And I was just answering their question on why it's not the training staff. It's the front office. It's the general manager. And I explained what it was. You must have came in late, but I explained why it was the general manager. And you must have came in and thought that I was just complaining about the team. Well, yeah, I was complaining about the issue with the general manager of why we always have these injuries. Because this team is the second oldest team in the NFL, if you didn't know that. Second oldest team in the NFL. That's crazy. That's crazy for a team that literally 4 years ago had, like, think about how many draft picks we've had over the last 4 and 5 seasons. You wouldn't think that we're the second oldest team in the NFL, but we are. And the only reason we are is because we don't draft well. We don't. And that's the issue. I just want to say RIP to Rich Homie Quan. I'm not up on all that like I used to be. I didn't even know he lost his life. So that's something new. If that's the case, condolences to his family, man. It's tough. I don't know, Adam. He's saying that. I have no clue. Tua sells way more jerseys. Sure he does. What up, Josh? What up, Cuzzo? You streaming the game tonight? All right, y'all. All right. So this will be the first opening game that I don't stream. This will be the first opening game I don't stream. I will stream the game tomorrow night. The reason why I'm not streaming this game is because I'm going to be attending my son's football game. All right. I'm going to watch him play. He did very well last week in his first game. Got him a sack. He got him a sack in that game, like 2 tackle for losses. And he didn't play the third and fourth quarter because they were blowing the other team out. But he played very well in that game. And I've decided that I am going to watch the game, though. I'm going to watch the game on my phone, but I am going to be multitasking and watching my son at his game tonight and watching the game on my phone. And I felt that was even more important because next week I will not be attending his game because I will be streaming the Dolphins game, work. So it's a priority thing. So yeah, and his game is like hours away or something like that. So he'll be all right. But yeah, so mama's going and all that, so that's good. Your son interfering with our Phins talk. Excuse me. No, he's not interfering. I'll be doing Friday night's game. This first game, let it breathe anyway. It's the first week. Everybody gonna enjoy it. Everybody's streaming the first week, this first game tonight. I really just want to enjoy the game. I'll be watching my son and watching the game on my phone, multitasking. So I got a night full of football tonight. After this stream, we're traveling. So the game is actually like an hour away. They're on the road. So we're traveling right after this game, and we're going to see him play tonight. Um, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing tonight. But I will see the game, so I'll be able to talk about it tomorrow on the huddle and all that good stuff. All right. Family comes first. Yeah, no doubt. So I'll be attending that because I won't be attending his game next week. So 2 in a row, get the next week, and then I think he had a bye after that or something. We'll see. But the important thing is our game versus the Jags. I'll be here. I'll be present. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the first time I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the season. First time ever. I'm not ready for the season. I ordered all kind of stuff. Didn't come. A lot of it ain't come yet. I wanted to switch things up, change up, how I do things. And I'm looking at like shipping stuff, and a lot of them say they'll be here tomorrow or Saturday. And I'm like, oh, last minute. And I'm like, should I rip everything down and reorganize? I'm like, that's going to take too long. So week 1, I might just keep it the same as usual. And next week, maybe switch things up. But I'm not ready. I just don't feel like this is the first season. I feel like I'm not ready. Like, all right, I'm ready for the season. I got everything in place. I haven't even went to the store to fill my fridge. And then I also got to order a new fridge because I want a bigger one, if with more in it. I want my setup in my room. I wanted to be a little more laxed. I might get a futon behind me, have my boys watching the game with me, this season. I don't know yet. I got a lot of ideas, but certain things haven't come yet. Like I got a new desk coming, electric one stand and all that, because I want to get more fit. So I don't want to be sitting down all the time. And I can't stand up because I'll have to be adjusting my camera all the time. So yeah, I got some changes coming, but I'm waiting on the stuff to arrive. So we shall see. TD is about to blow up 100K subscribers. I see it. I guess that'll be lovely. That'll be lovely, man. Yeah, that'll be lovely. I'll just take it one day at a time, and every day one person follow me, 2 people follow me. I lose 8 people. I don't know. I just keep being me and letting it chuck along, and hopefully we'll hit 30K this year, which I'm sure we will. But yeah, I'm just blessed and thankful that all y'all rock with me, and y'all have been continuously rocking with me, because a lot of people don't like you, boy. There are a lot of people that don't like me, and I've actually sat down and talked to some of them, like, what is it that you hate so much about me? At least I thought we were going to have cordial conversation, and I've heard some of the nastiest things you could think of, and people are bold enough to say it to you, not to your face, but directly to you in message. And yeah, it's interesting. It's very, and I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. This world is nasty like that in some regards. But in 2024, with cancel culture, I'm just shocked people still have, I'll say, they don't like masculinity. They don't like confidence. Um, there's still, which this is the one I hate the most, is still racial divides. Well, we know that there's racial divides, but one thing I love about this channel is there's so many different racial elements that I'm so good with. Like, there's so many people, no matter what your race is, like we vibe with each other and we rock with each other. And like, it's like a big family over here of everybody. But it's some nasty people that'll message you and let you know to your face, I don't rock with you because of your race. Like, you be like, oh, well, thanks for the transparency. Man, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what it is in the environment, but I've been getting that more and more lately. Like, and what thing I don't like, they'll put other people's name on it. Like, that's why I rock with this person and not you and stuff. Be like, dang, that's nasty. But yeah, it's some crazy people out here, man. But I respect everybody's opinion and how they feel and what they love and what they don't love in life. It really doesn't bother me. I just keep it moving and thank God every day for the blessings that come our way. But yeah, the world is getting bold. I'll say that. People aren't hiding from how they feel inside. A lot of people aren't suppressing. Yeah, something that's another one too. Some people, I don't rock with you because of your faith. I don't believe in your faith. I've never told anybody that they had to conform to my faith, and I've never discouraged anybody else's faith. I just, openly profess mine, with no disrespect to anybody else's. That's just who I am. So it's a lot of elements, but I'm just shocked that people will tell you straight up what it is. But you got to respect them for it for being honest. Technically, that's how I view it, at least. Um, but yeah, I do want to bring up one more thing. It was interesting to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all know much doesn't bother me, and what I'm going to talk about doesn't bother me either. But I like calling stuff out sometimes because it is what it is. I'm at this point now. Um, I'm at a point now where what I won't stand for is unnecessary attacks. You know, and recently I responded to something on Twitter, but I did delete it, right? So there is a tension that y'all know about, but you don't know about, and it has been discussed, right? There is a tension between journalists and writers that write for a paper or a column or whatever it may be, and people like me who are social media content creators, right? Um, there's been this common thing going on in social media where writers will put a message out, support these real writers, and they'll tag all the writers and say these are the real people that know what they're talking about and are in the building, and not these people who are on the internet in their mom's basement and all that YouTubers and all that stuff, right? This has actually been going on for a while. So I know when the recent person said it, they were talking about the quote from the Florida Gators game or whatever, where not somebody in rural Central Florida on their computer in the basement. But this is an ongoing thing because there's no secret. We don't talk about it much, but writers and columnists, their jobs have been threatened. They've been threatened pretty much because newspapers and stuff like that, they get a lot of clicks and revenue from people clicking on the sites, reading the papers of these people writing stories about the team. And a lot of people don't read the paper anymore. A lot of people don't read articles anymore. This is just society now. Instead of doing that, they come watch TD Phins talk. They go watch Dudley Do-Wrong. They go watch CB83. They go watch Engraving Vids, Dan Mitchell, Richie Melora, and 1,000 creators, and let them explain to them what's going on with entertainment factor, with humor, with excitement, with conversation, with interaction, with fun. That's what it's turned into. People don't want to read the article as much anymore. They want to interact with somebody and talk through it and get, have fun with it. And I just really think that it's dirty work when people are online saying things like, stop listening to other people about the team. Listen to the people who are actually there. Support us. They are hurting people like us. That's flagrant, man. That's flagrant. And this is where I want to take this time because I don't like it so much that I'm going to call them out. Grow up. Level up. Stop pacifying life. Stop being entitled, because that's what that is, an entitlement. Stop thinking that you can be entitled anymore. Change with the times or get left behind. And I'm saying this actually in a way to encourage you, think smarter. Don't go to war with people. Create allies and you can get what you need. And I've been telling people, like, stop crying about your circumstance and think about how you can elevate it. Like, all in my life, that's what I think about every day. Here's my circumstance. How can I make it better? How can I leverage it better? How can I, scale it better? How can I, and I'm like, okay, they got an issue. They're being replaced. Eventually, they're going to get fired. If things keep going the way they're going, this isn't hating on them. It's just a fact. Eventually, they're going to get fired. Eventually, the papers and all that, they're going to be like, man, we're losing money. We're losing money. Paying y'all what we pay y'all. We're losing money. Eventually, that's what's going to end up happening. This is why media is constantly falling, because they're getting replaced by real people. People that's going to be real. Keep it 100. Ain't worrying about having to go out there and apologize to the masses because they spoke their mind and opinion. So how do you leverage that? How do you still stay on top of the game instead of hating on the people that's wiping you out? Have y'all ever considered, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Dudley Durong got almost 50,000 people that rock with him. TD Phins got almost 30,000. These people have almost 20. These people, whatever. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of going on some fool show just to debate them every week, maybe you need to, for an amount of money, maybe you need to reach out to Dudley Durong. I'm not going to put myself in this. And say, hey, Doug, man, you got some great, wholesome content. This is the landscape in the writing business right now. We're struggling in this regards. We have a lot of credibility, though, and people want to hear from us. I like to be a guest on your show every week and talk football for 1 hour in exchange for you to promote my articles on your channel each week. So when I drop one, I'll send it to you. Maybe you can share, let people know this is a must read. Hook Doug up with the free membership as well to it, and he can tell people, man, and he could promote your product. And those people rock with Doug so much, you know what? Hey, we're going to support this. And they'll get behind it. That's what you call, that's business. That's how you win. That's what you're supposed to do. Not come out here and tell people stop listening to them. Listen to the real people in the building. Man, y'all listen, I'm going ether at this point. 90% of y'all fake. You don't even need to be in the building. What you in the building for? To say you there? You ain't reporting nothing everybody else don't know. Half of the stuff you alter the truth anyway just to make a story. So level up. Level up and make it make sense instead of hating. Hating on the new age. And also, you're a dummy if you don't start your own channel anyway. Start your own podcast. Start building your own audience. Like, that's why I ain't gonna lie. When I saw Poupar and Omar Kelly do that collaboration, I ain't gonna lie, that was a proud moment for me. I was like, man, I don't know what took them so long, but I'm so glad they got in the game. Even though they stopped it and now they do their own thing and it's like a mailbox thing. But see, alliances and this is what you're supposed to do. I wish they would bring that back. I really love watching those two together. I really enjoy those two together. Yin and yang is what everybody loved. They were growing fast, building fast. I mean, and they're still doing their thing respectively, but that unit, man, that's a powerful unit. And I feel like they need to figure out a way to get that done. Because the shame of it all is this. I don't know their financial situation, but I don't care. I'm going to go out on a limb to say if y'all would have kept that thing together in about 2 years, y'all would have been making a whole lot more money than what y'all were doing with them peoples anyway. With them papers. I don't know what they yearly and all that look like, but I'm telling you, I know this business, and it was an opportunity to blow, man, kill that. Kill that. It was an opportunity to kill that. And it broke up. I guess Omar went to another, place or whatever, and they couldn't do it together for whatever reason. But that was a great unit. I would love to see that unit get back together on a daily basis, and fans are going to watch it. They will grow faster than anybody because, first of all, you are in the building, right? But now you're putting content that people can rock with, that daily debate. They don't want, like, people don't want to just hear the news all the time. You know what blew this channel up the most is all the debates and stuff like that. And we're going to get back to it. I just don't really, I haven't done it in a while because some people can't handle debates. Some people, start getting in their feelings and you start creating enemies. Once I find the right people that I feel like, can handle debates and, have a good screen presence and stuff like that, we're going to get back to that too. But yeah, I don't get it. I just, do y'all know the war that I'll start if I went on social media and I just put a post? Everybody, stop listening to these beat writers and these journalists and all that. Listen to people that do what I do because we're more entertaining. We're better. We're reporting all this news anyway. And all of it, the storm I'd create, but it's okay for them to do that. It would be okay for them to do it. It's just, no, stop that. That's nasty work. And that's also showing your desperation. Trying to tell people you got to support the local people. Come on, y'all. Stop supporting these other people. You got to support us. We're in the building. You work for somebody. It's your job. Oh, your job relies on, okay, I get it now. Right? Like, come on, man. That ain't right. That's foul. And I'm calling it out. We minding our business, doing our thing. We're not doing nothing wrong. We don't steal their content. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday because I actually talked to some of them on the low. And they don't, and the funny thing is some of them kind of like rock with me, but they don't like openly like rock with me because they know how other people feel, right? So I had conversations with some of them sometimes. And one of them told me yesterday, the reality is people are struggling. And this ain't a good time for people to be jobs and stuff like that to be threatened. And somebody actually accused me of stealing their content. I heard him say this on his show, and I wrote about that. I do my research. Like, here's the funny thing. I can go find something out right now, right? I can look at the data, I can look at the stats, and I can say, did y'all know that 70% of this happens during this and blah, blah, blah? You might have did the same research and put it in your article. It doesn't mean that I stole. It's just that I do research too. I don't steal from anybody. And at any time I reference y'all, I would put your article on the screen or I would read it and I would tell people, y'all go check out this article by this person. They said this, and let me tell you what I think about it. That's the new wave of news, reacting to other people's thoughts, reacting to other people, reacting, giving my opinion on a matter. That's what people are here for. Hey, TD, did you hear about, this person saying this? Oh, I didn't, but let me talk about it. If they said that, or I'll go look it up. Oh, they said that. Well, this was said, and I talk about it. That's what we do. It is what it is. You're not going to replace that. You're not going to get people to stop listening to it and reading your articles. Let's be honest. We are in an entertainment age. Nobody is entertained. Well, unless, certain demographic, certain age group. So I am wrong on that. But in today's society, majority and the masses are not entertained by reading an article. They will click on the video version 10 times over. They will click on the reading version. It's more convenient. It's easier. You get to read the language. You don't have to interpret because most people are ignorant I'm going to be honest, most people are. This isn't even an insult. Most people are ignorant to grammar anyway and punctuations and how it can change the reflection of words and the order in which words are presented. So some people read things and get mad when it was meant for good, or get happy when it was meant for bad, because they don't even know how to articulate article technically. That's why you see these writers, online saying, you didn't even read it, did you? Yeah, I did. Then how did you get that out of that? Because this is society now. So instead of being able to properly read something, they can judge voice inflection, your tone, to decipher the temperature in which it's being delivered. So this just how it works now, man. So I'm gonna say this to all those people who are worried about and struggling, and people need to support us. They're supporting these guys who are stealing our content. And you know what? Even though I don't steal people content, your content is fair game. If it's out there, anybody can talk about it. If Stephen A. Smith says something more, people steal our content and talk about it. Can you believe TD said this? Man, I just be trying to chill sometimes. I am a Dolphin fan before a Dolphin creator. And sometimes I just want to chill. Sometimes I want to be on Twitter and I say, oh, people are holding a Dolphin space. Let me go in there and listen. Well, let me make sure I'm incognito because people crazy. Let me go in there and listen because I just want to hear good Dolphin conversation. I tell you, I no lie. I'm not trying to big up myself and make myself bigger than it seems. I can't even enjoy Dolphin content because 50% of the time I click in any stream or any room, and TD, he out here talking about like that. Why is everything that I say got to be a subject? I'm just giving. So people steal from us too, and I don't see it as stealing. Hey, if you're making money from it and it becomes a subject and you can get an audience and you can have a good conversation, talk whatever I'm talking, say whatever I'm saying, steal shamelessly. That's nothing. Because the truth of the matter is, if you were real tight at writing and you were real good with your articles to begin with, you wouldn't be threatened because everybody will be reading them. That's how I see it. If your craft on point, you shouldn't feel threatened. You shouldn't feel threatened if your stuff on point. So you ever notice the ones that ain't screaming at support us? Oh, yeah. They're the ones that's typically winning. That's all that is. So you basically have to dumb it down now. No, I'm glad you said that, Tyrone. Tyrone said, so basically you have to dumb it down now. No, that's not the case, right? It's not that you have to dumb it down now. It's that we live in a day and age where information can be manipulated so easily to make you believe one thing when it's another. I'll give you a perfect example. Literally 5 minutes before I streamed, I was strolling online, right? Man, I wish I could find it real quick. It's gone now on my timeline. So I don't remember the exact numbers, but let me give you an example, right? So somebody was on Twitter and they were talking about race, right? And government assistance, right? So they showed that Caucasians receive government assistance at like 34%. African Americans receive it at like 25%, right? And other groups smaller. And they were like, people need to stop, this narrative that, African Americans may receive government assistance more than everybody. Look at the numbers. 35% of Caucasians, 24% of African Americans, right? And this is a perfect example. When you first look at it, oh man, is this true? Man, Caucasians receive it way more than African Americans. And it's just not true. Because Caucasians make up over 200 million people, 34% of 200 million. You see what I'm saying? So that's like 34% of 200 million people. I mean, not 200 million, 34% of all assistance out of 200 million people. But African Americans making up 25% and only 14 million people. That's like absurd. So that means, and I'm just going to hypothetically throw numbers out, people don't understand how to do math, in other words, right? That just means that over 50% of African Americans receive it and like 20-something% of Caucasians. But you see how the numbers were reversed at first without explaining it? So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You can manipulate information to get people to believe stuff so easily to make a point. Without the raw data, most people don't understand it. Okay? People don't understand the simple term per capita. Per capita. Okay? They don't understand the simple term per capita. So if those who are lost right now and don't understand what I'm talking about, go look up per capita and you'll understand how math works on that. And those who don't understand, they're deceived. They're deceived. They've just been given bad information, and now they're fighting with that information like, yeah, this is the truth, when it's not, because of education. So that's what I mean. So I don't have to dumb things down. I have to elaborate. See, that's what a lot of people aren't doing out here. They're giving you facts without elaboration, because there is a such thing as true facts and false lies. I mean, true lies and false facts. And that's the point. Why did Joe Shad block you, TD? I told y'all for this whole situation. He blocked me because of it. Let me see. I'll tell you now. This is what happened. Well, yeah, I think I deleted it anyway. I deleted the whole thing, so I don't even think I could see it at this point. But what happened was he basically went online and said, shout out like to the real writers and journalists. He named like 10 journalists that cover the Dolphins and said, people, subscribe and listen, and only listen to these people, not some rural Central Florida person living in their mom's basement. And I understood the Florida Gator quote that the coach said, we can't worry about people with their, parents' basement in rural Central Florida. I understand that when people say, oh, he was just joking. No, it wasn't a joke. This is an ongoing thing for them. They keep telling people, only listen to us, stop listening to these aggregators. He just used that quote to further solidify it. He used that quote to further solidify it. So I said, hey, and I was fair. I said, hey, I live in rural Central Florida, but there are no basements in Florida. I'm just curious, genuinely, no disrespect. I said this in my message. I said, I'm genuinely curious. Those aggregators are you talking about? Are they people like me that do what I do? Do people like me that do what I do threaten people like you and what you do? I seriously want to know so I can understand this situation, because I've saw them write it so much. It's almost like an attack on us, but I'm like, maybe they're not talking about us. So all I did is ask them, is it people like me that you're referring to? Because I'm trying to understand this situation, because I was ready to offer a solution. I was ready to have a conversation with Shad and be like, well, have you ever considered maybe collabing with people like us, and maybe we can promote y'all articles and have people go click on them and sign up for the subscription? We have people that rock with us so much that they'll support you because we asked them to. I was ready to have that conversation, but instead he blocked me. He just blocked me. And I asked him just straight up. So that just tells me all I need to know. And I already knew they've always referred to people like me, because one of them told me that. Again, I talked to some of them off camera. One of them told me, people are real, like there's some people that really don't like you. They feel real threatened by you. And here's another reason they don't like me, because of y'all. So some of them don't like me because of y'all. Why? Because they'll write something and y'all will be like, well, tdphinstalk said this. They hate that. They hate that. Wow, sorry, TD. That's a punk move. It is what it is, but see, some of these guys, initially you think highly of them. You have a professional position. You're a journalist. You want to believe it's high integrity. They say things, you want to believe that they'll interact with people respectfully. And then you ask a simple, nothing was disrespectful in it. you ask a real question like, is it guys like me that you're referring to? Because I'm trying to understand. And I put in all caps, genuinely would like to know. I put that, genuinely would like to know. And he just blocked me. And that tells you all you need to know. They are not what you think they are. They are not what a lot of them. I'm not going to speak for all of them. But most of them are not what you think they are. And at this point, I have no sympathy for them anymore. I'm not with this, oh, well, everybody's cool, this and that. No, to be quite honest with you, they outdated. And now I feel, you know what? I'll keep the peace, but now I feel good about speaking boldly about it. You're outdated. You're the reason I started this channel in the first place. Anybody who knows the story about this channel, you're the reason. You're the reason I started the channel. When I first started the channel in my intro video, I got tired of, writers saying this and saying that. And I'm like, it's not what's happening. What's going on? Lying to us every year, making boo-boo smell like roses and stuff. No, our media has failed us. Our media has taken sides. Our media chooses to display the team in a way that the team tell them to display it. And no, that ain't real journalism. Journalism is dead because the journalism in today's world takes sides. It ain't just football. It's everything in the world. It's dead because they take sides. They forgot that they're journalists instead of talk show hosts. They forgot that they're journalists instead of analysts. They forgot that they're journalists instead of debate show hosts. You're journalists. You have the highest responsibility in this world now. But they've been sold out on that. Now what they believe, they right to be right, because being right more often and proving your point gets you clicks, because the world now wants to be on the side of right and wants to hang with their gang, hang with their posse. I can say 1,000 things that's a fact with no false things. And if people don't like it, they will listen to the person that says 1,000 things that's false as long as they like it. People gonna hang with who they like and what they rock with. So the journalists realize people love being lied to. But this is the nasty part of it. And I'm gonna be honest, in my field and everybody's field, it's the perfect way to be. I'm a little over the top, but I'm close to it. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. See, I tell you the truth and try to sprinkle in some optimism. But the most dangerous ones are the ones that lie to you and sprinkle in a little truth to get you riled up, just to be like, oh, okay, because they're going to lie to you again. You see the difference there? There's people that's going to lie to you every day. Then there's people that's going to tell you the truth every day. But right in that middle is the dangerous part. That's where I live. But at least I'm on the truth side. I tell you the truth every day. And I give you a little optimism, so try to at least. Try. But them people that lie and give you a little truth, that little truth is manipulating you. Because they telling you what you want to hear and you love them so much. They tell you a little truth and it outrages you, but you're addicted to that dial back. All right. And then they tell you lies again, be like, oh, okay, we recovered. That's the worst. Those are the real manipulators. Those are the people that got people hooked. Those are the ones who got people hooked. And they do it masterfully. And there's several people like that, but I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. But because when you tell them the truth all the time, they don't care when you give them a little bit of optimism. They don't care. It's not as effective. But if I lie to you every day and give you what you want and you loving me, and then I tell you one little bad thing, oh man, why would you? And then I reverse it for whatever reason. Yeah, it's like a high. It's just like those relationships that's toxic. Y'all argue, but the makeup is you love making up. You love making up. It's a lot of toxic relationships. So Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. See, you lie to us. You lie to us. You fight. Oh yeah, man. You don't understand. But no. Me telling the truth gets me fired. I'm canceled more than anybody. Y'all don't understand. I am really hated out here. I am really hated. All you got to do is go to one of my Bleacher Report streams. Every time I do Bleacher Report even had to be like, man, don't worry about these people, man. We know what time it is. All you got to do is go to a Bleacher Report stream. Go read the comment section. Oh, my gosh, this fraud. Oh, my gosh, this guy. Oh, my gosh, he's not even a real Dolphin fan. Why do they keep putting him on here? Blah, 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 blah. Just go to one Bleacher Report stream. So if you do stop by Bleacher Report, yeah, make sure you respond to one of them comments for me. Let them know how much they hate me. And Matt, no, don't even tell them they hate us. Just ask them, what did he say in this video that was wrong? They ain't going to have an answer. Well, because somebody called one of them out yesterday in the chat. I read it, and they were like, what did he say wrong in this video? What do you want him to do, lie to you? It's not that. He's just a clown. Why? Because the person you love watching keep calling me one? That's the problem. But it's all good. It's a part of the game. All right. Anyway, y'all, I got to get out of here because I got the huddle at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So I'm going to go over there and get backstage with the producers because they're like, man, TD, you always coming in at the last minute. Now we got to set your stuff up. I'm going to try to get over there early right now, all right? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. King Lowski in the house. Y'all got to go watch the AFC East roundtable last night. I completely obliterated King Lowski. Straight obliterated him, okay? Because he know what time it is. They finna take this L to the 49ers. Sorry, Lowski, man. I want to apologize to you in front of everybody and let you know I'm sorry for giving you that heat last night, man. He said lies again. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to go over to the huddle on BetUS TV. Y'all come through. If you want to talk football, we're about to talk about these games. Come through right now. 3 p.m. right here on YouTube. For those on Twitter, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube right now. The Huddle. TheHuddle. The Huddle. Okay? And look for the stream that's about to start at 3 p.m. Me, Dan, and Richie for 1 hour talking NFL football. All right? All right. So listen, go over, show your support. Let's make this a big show. Come through. And I'm going to start asking y'all to come support me. I think we've gotten so laxed. I'm going to start asking y'all to come support me. All right. So people know what time it is. All right. Because my haters showing up a little more these days. All right. So thank y'all for the love. Thank you for the support. As always, Phins up no matter what. JD the Great, Juan Gonzalez, Andres Negron. I see y'all in here. Shout out to the Mod Squad and all the members of the channel. Love y'all so much. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I'll see you in the huddle. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey, don't forget, the stream is powered by BetUS. Receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits using the link in the description of the video. All right. Also pinned at the top of the chat, BetUS, the official sportsbook of TD Fans Talk for the 2024-2025 NFL season.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
Almost missed the last super chats. Cap for Life said 13 guys hurt for Sunday. Football gods don't like ugly, man. Content creators have always threatened the media. These are facts, man. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And those who donate to the channel, thank you so much. Those who hit me up in the Cash App, thank you so much. Because YouTube out here making it hard for creators. They done did a number cutting revenue for a lot of people. I was in a forum with YouTubers yesterday, man. So if you got YouTubers out there that you like and you support, go support them. Drop a super chat or a Cash App on them or something. Because a lot of them, their revenue is down. So help whatever YouTuber you know, all right? Love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I'm out.